with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's.
Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio.
To kick off fourth round.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this Browns defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Right back to Brown. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Third and 4. Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they'll audible to something else. Third down, here's Brown. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's one of his game partner. Will his offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake.
Hancock. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Back to throw.
Hancock. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chase Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brought down by Devin Harper.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8.
In motion goes the tight end. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of the Njoku. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The Browns at 11-3 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 9 now.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Throwing to start the drive.
Darby. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
They give it to Brown. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Still going inside the 20.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hancock.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And running with power here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Darby. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Darby eluding the pressure right.
Looking deep here for Chase.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Round 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Come on, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Looking to throw. Hancock. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're going to try and throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
2nd and 3. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Hancock. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Hopkins' kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
77 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play that time for Cleveland.
And even 40 yards.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Back to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Looking to throw. Hancock. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Back to throw. Hancock. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Another run for Brown on second down.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Darby. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Looking to throw. Hancock. He's got the hook up with Conley. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Hancock. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Hancock. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun. Hancock. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Here's a give to Brown. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the handoff, this is Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Handing it off to Brown.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
172 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a carry for Brown. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
obviously such a fine line letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,